season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Maxwell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Back to the ground. It's Ridley again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Watson looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Steelers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Third down. It's Maxwell, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
I'll tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On first down, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Back to the air, Watson on second down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. They gets him a first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Small. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
This is Ridley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down. Maxwell, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
first down. They'll run with Chubb. Taken down at the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Maxwell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Off play action. Small. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On 1st down. It's Maxwell, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On first down, Small.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An even 100 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Throwing on first down. Small. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw. Small.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Joseph. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, he finds his man, complete. That's Joseph.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
They play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Back to throw. Small. And that will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And the lead will hold at 10. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Watson on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And He'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On 1st and 10, Small. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Small. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Up the middle they go. Maxwell. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Watson's throw.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at
After review the play,
overturn
on the field of
the
first.
knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Watson off play action. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. And I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Small, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Maxwell, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And the Browns getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Watson.
Got it complete to Rodgers.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on second down. Watson, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To the air yet again, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Running for it. Here's Chubb, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Small. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Joseph.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That is taken in by Rodgers. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 56 yards.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And quickly they get to the line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to maneuver.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Maxwell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now they'll pitch it out here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it with Ridley. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Great effort there. His first touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns set to take over. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson buying time to his left. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Watson. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. To throw is Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.